Yeah.
Yeah, I can hear you. Just keep calm. We ain't starting yet. Look at
Hey,
you.
Mikey.
What up? I'm trying to get this on my iPad.
Yeah, get it on your iPad, man. Yeah, get it on your iPad. We about to get started in about 2 minutes, fellas.
This dude, man.
Yeah, man, about 2 minutes, man. We gonna get started. I definitely got to talk to you because you've been talking reckless lately. You've been talking real reckless lately. Hold on, let me make sure this. I'm trying to make sure this IG is running. This one of them. Let me make sure the other one running. All right. What up, people? Your boy John Albert checking in. You are now tuned in to the late night show with John Albert on Sunday. Uh, co-hosting today, a few of my social media comrades who like to talk a lot of stuff on social media. You want to introduce yourself, guys?
You can go ahead.
Or you want me to do it?
Of course. I'm your guest.
You want me to do it? I was gonna say Mr. Dukes, the most, and this is a no filter show, so you can say really what you want to say. Sure about losing your job, uh, but Mr. Dukes, the biggest shit talker, uh, naysayer on social media, known to man. I got another one too, but I'm gonna have him on at a later time. And then of course we got the football coach slash comedian slash TikTok. I don't know what you want to call him. Mike got like 17 names, man. But yeah, man, thanks for having y'all on the show tonight, man. I appreciate it.
All good, Brody.
This is well overdue. A lot of people been asking when was I making a comeback to the podcast series, and the last couple weeks has been on my mind. I said, you know what? Why not? Somebody, let's go. There you go. You good
Yeah,
now?
yeah. Yeah, that's better. I like that.
Oh my goodness! What happened differently? Yo? Did you just like turn on your whole sexy or something, dog?
No,
That
I was
boy.
on my phone at first, and then
Oh, okay.
I had to go somewhere where I got some lighting. I'm in a closet.
You in the closet? You trapped in the closet?
No Diddy.
Yeah.
Hey, I was just about to say that. What, Mike? What?
I already know what Duke's on.
That definitely sounded like that. But look, because we got an hour, so we gonna jump right into it. Uh, high school football, one of the biggest matchups known to
Hate,
man.
hate I missed it,
Um,
man. Hate I missed it.
and I would say in the last 7 to 8 years, definitely a biggest matchup. It definitely gave us Luther North Trinity vibes.
Man, I
Definitely,
hate I missed
definitely.
it.
It definitely gave us CBC Eastside vibes.
Hell
Uh,
yeah.
it gave us throwback Hazelwood East versus Sumner vibes back in the day. Like This is one of the biggest matchups that we've seen in a long time. So let's dive right on into it. Luther North snaps Cardinal Ritter 35-game win streak.
Man, I saw so much on social media, man. First off, let me just say shout out to the coaches, man, because like I feel like the city needed that, man. Like for the culture, like for the community, like I feel like we needed that, and it like hopefully this kicks off a lot more games like that because the city we need that, man. That was beautiful. I love to see that.
Well, I'll say this: that it was needed for sure. A lot of times, man, a lot of the coaches get in the way of big business. To be honest,
100%.
You know what I'm saying? It becomes a ego driven thing, and a lot of times, a lot of them, and it's a small portion that will say, "Man, I ain't worried about how much money we get, even though they're gonna get a check. We want to line up and play." Some of them few guys are like sunk it. Of course, Reed's not coaching high school football anymore, but Corey Patterson was one that, you know what I'm saying? Let's line up Corey Bethany. But notice all the guys I'm mentioning,
they all in college.
They're all in college. TC
was definitely one of them.
TC was definitely one. You know, he out at Kirkwood or whatever. So it's like it's a different feel. But let's talk a little bit about the game. Dukes, you was there. I mean, for me, I told people. So I got to the game early. I walked around. You know, I wanted to listen to what everybody had to say, and it was a Cardinal Ritter finna blow them out. Cardinal Ritter got too much talent. And the one thing I said that came true for sure was my rebuttal was Luther North is really physical. I just kept saying that over and over. And everybody was like, what's your prediction of the score? Like, what you think the score going to be? I'm like, I'm thinking it's going to – I'm thinking 50 – I actually said 50-42, which is what's funny. The final score was 50-48, which – of course, 2 of those touchdowns was late.
You said 50-42. Who way though?
Here's the thing. I never said who was going to win the game because I didn't know. I won't sit here and lie and be like, I knew the North was going to win the game. I said the whole time, I really believe it's going to be how physical they're going to be. I didn't take into consideration that the special teams would be so bad and so poor.
I heard that was
John definitely. Every time I seen him make a comment about the game, he definitely said the game's gonna be a lot closer than what everybody thought it was gonna be. Those are his exact words.
Yeah, because when you look at rival football games, even though it's not, I won't consider it a rival yet, unless they had 3 or 4 years just like this playing each other.
Right.
Look at games like that got talented Division I football kids on both teams, right? They are all hype and ready to play. It's all it's a lot of emotions and anything, and it ain't really about X's and O's in those type of games.
No.
People will say, and this is Brendan Spain favorite saying this about the Jimmys and Joes.
It's always about the Jimmys and Joes.
However, the X's and O's when it comes to the special teams killed them. You know what I'm saying?
That was the deciding factor.
Yeah, the X's and O's, as far as if you look at all of Luther North touchdowns, they was all big time plays. Like it wasn't. I mean, they had 1 or 2 touchdowns. The first 2 touchdowns they got was in the red zone, right or wrong.
They first, if you think about it, Luther North's first 4 touchdowns were set up off of special teams. You had the block punt.
Hey, Duke's biased, bro.
I'm not biased.
I've been seeing Duke's all type of
I'm not being biased.
Ridiculous stuff all week.
I'm stating facts on
Let's hear him out. Let's hear him out. I'm listening to Dukes. I'm here.
That's what won them the game, in my opinion. Their first 4 touchdowns were set up off of great special teams. The first one, they got a block punt that put them inside the 10-yard line. They came back 2 plays later, scored a touchdown. Second touchdown came off a big kick return that put them on like the 25 or the 30-yard line. Third touchdown, which in my opinion, what was the game, was the block punt right before half. They got them the lead going into half. They could have been going into halftime down 20-18. They got another block punt that put them inside the 10-yard line again. They gave them a touchdown going into halftime. Coming out of halftime, their 4th special teams touchdown was a kick return for touchdown. Am I lying, John?
No, you ain't lying about that.
Their first 4 touchdowns came off of great special teams.
He kind of got a point. When he right, he right.
Okay. All right. I mean, hey, you can't dispute that. And I'm gonna tell you right now, I had Ritter winning. I played Ritter early in the season. I seen Luther North play twice. I felt like it was gonna come down to the maturity and the age. I felt like Luther North wasn't gonna be them young bulls weren't gonna be ready.
That's what I thought as well.
I thought Jono, was gonna try to do too much. Dude played almost perfect. Like,
let's talk about him though. I mean, 8 for 12 for 164, 4 touchdowns. And if you look at the game, he really kept it simple, but the offensive coordinator kept it simple too.
Yeah.
He didn't have anything where it was over the top where he had to do any 9-play fakes up. No real rollouts or anything like that.
Nah,
they
kept
comfortable. They kept it simple, and they took their shots when they needed to. Like, and they took 2 big shots which led to touchdowns off of just running the ball, getting them to load the box, and they got him over top. And he made perfect throws.
Well, that's a fact though. That's a fact. But if you look at Cardinal Ritter with the quarterback with him being hurt, you can tell he was hurt. Mm-hmm. He didn't start taking off really until the second half.
Yep.
And even then in the first half, he probably had 1 or 2 plays. I felt like if he would have tucked the ball and ran, they probably would have led to touchdowns. But instead, he tried to force it into situations.
What was your angle on the last play of the game?
I was behind the end zone. He should have took off and ran.
He should have took off and ran. It was wide open.
He should have took off and ran. However, when you got big boy running across the end zone and he perceives to be open, and the sophomore makes the play for Luther North.
That kid made a great play on the ball. Man.
Shout out to Kyron Evans.
Yeah, he made a hell of a play on the ball. He dove and left his feet. And I mean, it just was what it was. Like, you got to think this.
Kyron all dog.
I'm gonna quote the old guy, Demetrius Johnson. Big time players make big time plays in big time games. Right. And that's what he did. He made a big time play, diving. It's game saving. Now the shenanigans after the game, y'all know every now and then I got to throw a little.
I heard about it. Speak on it.
Oh, it was retarded. First class. Luther North, listen, they played a hell of a game, and then after the game, looked like what y'all got going on over here? It was like, I get the rush in the field, like all they fans that was on their sideline. I get all that. That's fine, but just stay on your half over there though. And do that. You don't have to.
Oh, they was on the Ritter face stuff.
Man, they was on Ritter. Like, yeah. I mean, now what I say is this. I gotta say hats off to Spain and their coaching staff because they diffused it. They pulled people apart, got in between it,
and got to the locker room.
Got their kids out the way. Spain went over on their sideline, was congratulating them, dapping them up. That's some stand up stuff right there. Like when you look at what it could have been, because it could have been a big brawl in the
right.
It could have really got out of hand and been bad, but it wasn't. It didn't get bad. They kept it, like I said, they kept it simple. They broke it apart, and then that just was what it was. But we definitely had to dive into Luther North snapping the 35-game win streak of Cardinal Ritter. Dukes, how did it make you feel? You Cardinal Ritter. How did it make you feel?
He diehard Cardinal Ritter too.
I mean, I wouldn't. The game, I thought Ritter will win that game by at least 2 scores. Just like you said earlier, because of the experience that they had, they 2-time state champs. Got a lot of seniors on their team who go on D1. Just a lot of kids who played a lot of meaningful football. But the deciding factor in the game literally came down to the miscues on special teams. It's 3 phases of football, so I mean, you can't make no excuses. Luther North definitely dominated on special teams. In my opinion, that was the outcome of the game. And you just think about it. They still had a chance to win a game after all those miscues on the last play of the game. So I mean, Cardinal Ritter definitely in line to win another one, 3 straight.
Oh yeah.
And I think Luther North definitely should win that 4A as well.
Which kind of segues me into my other topic a little bit. Give me your Class 4, Class 5, Class 6 winners.
Class 4, after seeing that was my second time seeing Luther North play this season. After seeing them play, they definitely should win state. But I believe they do got to play Kearney, who won state.
They got Kearney,
and they got to face Kearney before the state title game. So they got to beat Kearney to get to state.
And Kearney like that.
He
like that.
Class 5, of course, you know I'm gonna say I don't see nobody in Class 5 that can play with Cardinal Ritter at all. Like
we know, Mr. Bias.
And I mean, I'm even being biased, and plus, them kids finna be motivated now. They literally finna be motivated now after losing. Like, and I don't see nobody that can literally play with them. And another thing I say with Cardinal Ritter, I don't see nobody in 5A who can really match up with them on the outside like Luther North could match up with them with the athletes and in the secondary. 6A is tough.
Can CBC make the run?
He ain't. You talking to so dude? He a fan. See, the expert is here. I'm gonna let him.
Let him get his 6A out. Let him get him 6A out. Then we finna get to you, Mike.
You said can CBC make a run? Of course, they got the coaching staff that always had them in a position to make a run. So definitely.
All right, Mike. Who you got? Class 4, Class 5, Class 6.
So Class 4, I got Big North coming out. They gonna play hard for K-Dub. They got all the motivation in the world. Came short the last couple of years. This year they get over the hump. We gonna get some exciting games out of it though, because we gonna get a quarterfinal game with Luther North and Parkway North.
Which one of y'all got y'all TV up there live?
That's probably me watching my Cowboys getting smacked. My bad.
Yeah, I mean, you can mute the Cowboys.
Mute him. See, he's not a professional, bro. That's what I'm saying. See, Reed is, you know what I'm saying? Reed, my guy. Hold on, you took me away. What's up?
I didn't take you away. What's going on?
There we go. Bring back. Okay. See, I Reed, one of my mentors. You know what I'm saying? So it's just different. Dukes, he, you know, we gotta get on that. Anyway, we going Class 4. I got North, but we gonna have some big matchups. It's gonna be a quarterfinal game. I got Parkway North playing Luther North. That's gonna be a good one. You know, Decorey came from Luther North.
Blowout.
It's gonna be a good game.
Blowout. Now you know me. You know I cut you off in a minute and be on some 21 Savage like we used to be back in the day. Blowout.
It's gonna be a game. It's gonna be a game. Decorey super motivated. He got some kids over there. It's gonna be a game. But
wait, Mike, you say Luther North and Parkway North gonna be a good game?
Yeah, I think so.
No, it's not, Mike. Stop it.
Blowout.
You didn't think Cardinal Ritter and Luther North was gonna be a game. So your opinion really isn't.
Mike, you want to go?
He kind of got a point there.
No, Mike, you want to go there?
Hold on, let's keep talking. So
no.
I'm glad you're talking about Class 5.
Let him finish.
Hold on, I'm glad you're talking about Class 5 because Class 5, I actually have an all St. Louis final. So Dukes, I wonder how you're gonna feel when it's Cardinal Ritter versus Hazelwood East. Who are you gonna pick? Because I got East going to the finals, Class 5.
Well, I can tell you right now who I'm gonna pick.
What? I think Ritter. I think Ritter
picking that game.
He gonna pick Cardinal Ritter. He ain't gonna pick with his heart.
Yeah, I can't pick with my heart, even though I graduated from Hazelwood East.
And that's gonna be a blowout.
Well, you know, in the big dash, you can't say that, man. Anything can happen. Bobby gonna slow the game down. You know what I'm saying?
You know, Bobby gonna come out there running with the ring tee and a shotgun.
Bruh, listen.
All them run the same stuff from Reed, right?
It's gonna be something, man.
They all from the Reed tree, right?
It's gonna be something.
So I get it. However, which I actually like that they attempted to try to do that in the Cardinal Ritter game.
Yeah,
slowing down offensively, and it worked.
Yeah,
it worked. But you got to get first downs. You got to score too. Still.
Yeah, I'm with you.
But go ahead, finish.
But I got Ritter winning 5, and then 6A. I got an all St. Louis final. We're gonna get CBC versus Smith Part 2, and I got CBC winning that as well. So I got CBC Class 6, Ritter Class 5, Luther North Class 4.
All St. Louis? You think?
Yeah, I don't, bro. The Smith is tough, bro. I don't think like the West Side of the state is like a down year for football, bro. That might
be, but didn't the Smith just get smacked by Cardinal Ritter?
Right back around and smack Edwardsville.
Prior to this
True.
game,
and it's all a game of matchups too. I gotta say that, and I know that for sure it's a game of matchups because when you look at what Eastside just did as far as going over to playing Edwardsville, beating Edwardsville, you know what I'm saying, in a tight game, and then turning around playing IMG, who's the number 6 team in the country,
right,
and lose.
That's what I'm saying. And then with the SMEC, prior to Friday night, I had Cardinal Ritter as the best team in the state, period. And I ain't gonna say even still, like, I mean, Luther North just one of the best teams in the state too, regardless of class. Like, I think that's 2 of the top teams in the state of Missouri, period. Like,
do you believe that Luther North and Cardinal Ritter, do you believe that special teams not being able to kick extra points or field goals in close situations could get in the way of them winning the state title?
Cardinal Ritter for Class 5, yes. Luther North, I don't think is nobody really in 4 that's going. Luther North averaging 50 points a game. Like, I don't see that. You know
what Michael, you think at Class 5 that's gonna give them a game if you just said the state title game?
No, I'm saying like if it come down, so that, like, they're gonna have to play Platte County in the semis.
Yep, in the semifinals.
So Platte County got a big quarterback, they got a big tight end, they got a couple skill guys, they well coached. Like, that'll be a game where, you know, they play a perfect game, some things go wrong for Ritter, it could be an upset.
And listen, this is the one thing I will say I noticed about Ritter. The fire was not lit, boy, once they saw Luther North putting up a fight. And right at halftime, when they came out of halftime, just to watch them warm up, you could tell they had never been in a dog fight in 2 years.
I think
I'm telling you, listen to me. I was in their end zone, right behind them, watching them warm up. And you can't be wishy-washy on the being hyped and being amped about being ready to get back on the field and play. Yeah. They came out there, they was quiet, and people will say, well, they was more focused. No, they wasn't. They had got punched in the mouth late there in the second quarter. You know what I'm saying? And they were shocked. You can tell it was written all over their face.
I think all the senior night festivities and all that stuff, I think that played a role in the game, bro. Like, if they play them just a regular Friday night, you know what I'm saying? Like this week 4, this week 5, I think it's a different game. Like, they had a lot of distractions. Not to make excuses for them. Like, North came out and did what they're supposed to do.
North was playing without their head coach. What more distraction is that?
That's real.
That's the biggest distraction you're gonna see when you're not playing without your head coach.
100%. You're 100% right. But I'm just saying, like, I know a lot of them boys on that Ritter team, I coached. You know what I'm saying? And I know how they built. You know what I mean? So I like Jamarion, that's like, he need to be locked in. Anything extra, he don't need that. He needs to be super focused. He need to be locked in. And then some of them other kids, like that the pageantry and all that, they get too caught up in that, and then they ain't focused on football. You know what I mean? So I think that was kind of like a perfect storm of things. But I also think that was a blessing in disguise, because now it won't be no more hiccups. Like, I know the kids, I know the coaches. Ain't gonna be no more hiccups. It's gonna be crisp.
Speaking of storms, Eastside had a major storm come into town.
Man, I was so hurt,
in IMG, and played them to a 14-13 game. A loss in overtime, pretty much fourth and 9 in overtime. Eastside scores first, and what ended up happening? Kid made an out route, caught the ball, touchdown for IMG. They win. They kick the extra point, and again, comes down to
special teams.
Eastside gets their extra point blocked. You know what I'm saying? IMG makes it. What you think? How deep do you think Eastside can go in the Illinois playoffs? And tell me what your thoughts was on the matchup, because most people, when they looked at them playing IMG, not everybody, I would say 70% of the people in St. Louis thought they were gonna get blown out. Oops.
I actually did. I was at the Ritter game, so I didn't get to see the Eastside IMG game. But I mean, coming into the game, everybody just have the perception that IMG, with them being one of the 8 schools in the nation, with them being able to have multiple Division I players at every position. But if you think about a few years ago, at the beginning of the game, Eastside and IMG played a pretty competitive game then. I heard it was a pretty good game, but again, I didn't get to see it, so I don't have a lot of info on how the game played out or what cost Eastside. But I did hear it was special teams again as far as not being able to kick a field goal.
No, I got blocked, but I don't think IMG is the IMG of the past or the people that what I'm saying, like the stigma that usually go with that, like, oh, they got 42 Division I guys. They got a lot of guys, and they got a lot of top guys, but they got beat by a team from Utah.
Yeah, early in the season, first week of the season.
I had Eastside beating them, man.
So you had Eastside beating them. I'm gonna tell you the truth. What my whole thoughts was, it was gonna be again a close game, because how many teams have you seen? I don't care who it was that has came in to Eastside and blown them out.
Nobody.
You have not seen one team.
It's not gonna happen.
It's
not happen, honestly.
You're not going to East St. Louis and blowing anybody out.
At all.
It's not gonna happen.
The flags will get going. All right. I will say this.
Touchdown.
Bring it back. Hold it. Number 75 on the offense. And I'm just keeping it real. Like, everybody got home field advantage when they go to certain places. So it ain't no knock. It is what it is. We just calling a spade a spade. I know for a fact when I saw that game, I said, oh, this is gonna be a game. And it has a couple people like, man, they gonna blow them out. I said, man, IMG is not on Eastside out. Y'all tripping if y'all think that's gonna happen. And Sunk is good enough. I mean, he didn't coach in so many big games. He know how to slow teams down.
Bro,
on the offensive end and the defensive end.
We blessed in St. Louis, bro. We got some of the best coaches in the country coaching high school football in St. Louis, in the St. Louis metro area. Bro, like, I don't know what people thinking, but like, Eastside is legit the closest thing to like Eastside is run like a college program.
They put the work in.
It's
they put the work in.
It's run like a college program. It's a machine. CBC, they're run like a college program. You know what I mean? Like, we not, bruh, it's apples and oranges, bruh. Like, the resources, like the kids, the body, bruh. And then East St. Louis got the unique situation where it's legit the whole community. Like, bruh, Eastside got a game, town shut down.
So I think they definitely benefit from the situation of it being one high school over there,
100%.
As far as in a school district. You know what I'm saying? Because
100%.
Like, everybody it's like going and playing in a small town. You know how it is in small towns. You pull up. You know what I'm saying?
You ain't coming out there with no win, boy.
Coming out there with no win.
The grocery store is shut down. The Hardee's is shut down. The McDonald's, and only thing open is Walmart. That's the only thing open is Walmart. But we ain't gonna spend too much time on Eastside losing the IMG because, again, I feel like, you know, they one of the top teams around here. You know what I'm saying? I would have loved to seen, though, Eastside get a chance to mix it up with Cardinal Ritter or Luther North this year. I know we passed it. I know why it didn't happen. I know, again, things get in the way. It's always the money value gets in the way when it shouldn't, when it comes to those big games. But, you know, hopefully in the future we can get some of that stuff done. Moving right along, we're gonna jump into college football. Definitely got to talk about 6-2 Mizzou Tigers.
I thought you were gonna talk about my boy.
Hold up, we gonna get to your boy. Let me finish, man. Hey, Mike. Mizzou 6-2 now, drops down to 25 in the AP poll, 23 in the coaches poll. Blown out yesterday, 34-0 to the Crimson Tide in Alabama. But when you look at the game and you look at everything that transpired, Brady Cook gets hurt. hits his hand on the helmet twice. He already had a high ankle sprain. Came back from that. Mookie Cooper did not play. And for 2 quarters, Mizzou competed at a high level on the defensive end. In which, in my opinion, looking at the game, if Mizzou had any type of offense, it really should have probably been a 12-6 game going in the half there.
It would have been a totally different game.
Yeah, totally different game. You know what I'm saying? And Brady Cook showed one thing he showed for sure yesterday, and he showed the last 2 weeks. When he ain't in the game, it's a reason why we miss him. I mean, because they look worse than the JFL team on offense when they don't have Brady Cook, which is crazy to me. But Dukes, give me your take on 6-2 Mizzou, Dukes.
I asked the question yesterday. Even if you've looked at Mizzou in the games Brady Cook has played, Mizzou offensively looked totally different from last year. Mizzou was explosive last year. They was able to run the ball this year. Mizzou offense just looked all around bad, in my opinion. I don't know what happened. I guess they what's the running back from
St. Mary's?
No, not Jamal Roberts. I know him. I'm talking about the running back that they had last year. Mizzou had the white guy.
Cody Schrader.
Yeah.
Cody Schrader. Man, they missing him. Yeah. They missing him big time because like their offenses look totally different.
I'll say this though. Shoes looked official though in the game. I mean, he was running hard for the carries that he getting, and when they loading the box because they know you can't throw the ball. I mean, what else are you supposed to do at that point?
Yeah.
So I mean, they get a quarterback, they better. You know what I'm saying? Like Sam Horn? He's still out because from the Tommy John surgery.
I asked about Sam Horn. What was he at? Because he was the next quarterback in line.
He had Tommy John surgery last year.
Okay.
So he's still out. You know what I'm saying? Now, when he come back, hopefully next year, if he comes back and plays football at all, because he plays baseball also, how good would they look if he comes back? That's what they missing, though. The defense, in my opinion, I know they gave up 34 points, but it's hard when your team going 3 and out, 4 and out. You got to be right back on the field the whole game. They did it for a whole half. Second half come out, I mean, it just looked different. Alabama was comfortable, and you know how that go once the team feel comfortable. But again, 25 in the AP poll, 23 in the coaches poll. Mike, what's your take?
Bro, why we need to go Wild Luther or something? Like, what are we doing, bro? Like, if it ain't no quarterback, bro, Luther got to touch that mug. Like, it's touchdown, Luther.
So do you put some Wildcat formations in there?
Bro, absolutely.
Luther can throw the football also.
Bro, he can punt.
Freshman year.
He can throw. He can do everything. Like, it's Luther Burton, bro. All the scouts, everybody is saying he a first-round draft pick, right? So I don't care what we talking about. Like, he a first-round draft pick. Put the ball in his hands and figure it out, bro. Everybody got some type of Wildcat. Everybody got some type of, you know what I'm saying, athlete package where they getting they got a ball in space. Mizzou need to follow suit. Like, what we talking about? Like, if the quarterback was an issue, like, and you can't tell me that y'all ain't know once Brady went down, it was gonna be a drastic drop off. They knew that. So it should have been some contingency plans in place, bro. You know what I'm saying? Like, it need to be something in place. I like it. Got to be another receiver on the roster that can run and throw. Like, y'all better figure out some type of, go back to the glory that we need a Brad Smith. You know what I'm saying?
They definitely got to figure it out because if you look at the rest of their schedule, they still got Oklahoma left. They still got South Carolina left, who been playing solid football even though they're 4-3.
South Carolina tough.
South Carolina got one of the top defenses in the nation.
South
They
Carolina
flies around and smacks.
And you got Mississippi State, even though they 1-7, they ain't been getting blown out though.
Nah, they've been
playing some decent football, but that'll be good because you'll get a chance to see the old Kevin Coleman versus who?
Kevin and Luther. Now that's dope because they played against each other in Little League, high school, and now college.
And then they end the season with Arkansas, which I feel like that's gonna be a tough one for them. Like, out of all the games on the schedule, that's gonna be a tough game for Arkansas. Gonna be a tough game for them for sure.
Arkansas loaded offensively, boy.
Man, I think they get South Carolina. I think they're gonna get Mississippi State. I think they get Arkansas.
Where's the Arkansas game at, John?
The Arkansas game is in
the Arkansas game is
it's in a neutral site.
No, it ain't no neutral site. It's at Mizzou. It's in Columbia.
Yeah, they getting that. So they gonna get Arkansas. I get them South
Carolina. If they don't got no quarterback, they ain't beating nobody.
Nobody.
Point
especially that South Carolina defense, man.
They gonna figure it
out. Y'all
ain't
seen them boys play Dylan Stewart.
You gotta let them athletes touch the ball, bro.
Yeah, they don't get no quarterback. They ain't beat nobody. And you know what? With that being said, we ain't finna even spend no more time on Mizzou football. We definitely got to dive into who I've been arguing with all day. Actually, I ain't even been arguing with him all day. He been arguing with all my other Facebook friends all day on my page. You know what I'm saying? We got to talk about 62 Colorado, who has now broke the polls. Finally, they finally in there at 23 in the AP poll. I mean, they 6-2. They bowl eligible for the first time in 8 years. I mean, when you look at Colorado football, you look at Prime, you look at Shedeur, you look at Travis Hunter. What you gotta say, Dukes? Because like I've been looking at your social media, and for the first 4 weeks, you was performing.
I was not.
You was performing
no.
You was talking crazy about them.
No. What my whole stance on Colorado has stayed the same for the last 2 years. When Deion got there, everybody was coming out saying Colorado was going to be a national title contender last year, and I said no, they wouldn't. They were a bad football team when he took the job, and they were bad last year. So now we're gonna fast forward to this year. Have Colorado improved? Yes, they have. But I'm not gonna sit up here and get excited about them becoming bowl eligible when there's a million other teams that is gonna become bowl eligible.
How can you not be excited about a team?
They must see TV. They gonna be in a big bowl.
Come on now. And think about it. They was god awful before Deion got there for like at least 7 straight years. God awful.
They were.
So you got to give them some type of credit when it comes to
I gave them credit. I said they are an improved football team. They're much better than last year. Much better. Do I still think they're a high level team right now? No. The best 2 teams they played this year, they got smacked by. That's all I've been saying.
Who they get? They didn't get smacked by Kansas State.
Smacked by Nebraska, and they lost to Kansas State.
Right? Let's call a spade a spade. They lost to Kansas State because they lost 3 of their best players in the first half, right around.
Injuries are part of the game, right?
They are part of the game, but come on now, you don't expect to lose your 2 top receivers, but 3, my bad, your 3 top receivers. You don't expect to lose all 3.
Right.
Okay, so what happened to the Nebraska game?
Nebraska game, I really feel like Nebraska came out amped and stayed amped the whole game, and Colorado just wasn't ready for that physicality that they came out with for that game. If Colorado played Nebraska right now, though, Colorado will beat Nebraska right now.
I got that too.
Well, I mean, we can only go off of when they played.
I thought that quarterback was a lot better early on. I think now they starting to figure him out. Yeah,
he's showing that he's young again now. You got to think
about early on. I thought
he's only a true freshman.
Early on, I thought we was watching the prodigy. Now he look kind of he look a little regular now. I ain't gonna lie.
Let's talk a little bit about the Heisman race. Shedeur made a comment. Well, not Shedeur. Deion made a comment yesterday in his post game where he said that it's kind of pretty much baffling that Shedeur is not being mentioned in the Heisman race at all, and he believes it's because of him or the dislike of him. What is y'all? I mean, Shedeur said he wants his teammate to win it. If his teammate win it, it's like him winning it in Travis Hunter. What's y'all take on that?
I mean nobody, the boy from Boise is, in my eyes, it's his to lose.
The boy from Boise?
Man, listen, bro. His numbers are crazy, bro. Like, his numbers crazy. He consistent. He doing it against everybody. Like, he doing it against everybody. Like,
he also getting 35 carries, 40 carries a game too.
He ain't getting it like that. He had like 11 one game.
He 15. Is the last game. He just had 35 carries, bro.
And he Hey, he definitely going crazy. In the last game, he only had like
Dude averaging like
25
10.
yards.
He averaging like 10 yards a carry, bro. Like, come on, bro. Like, he
It's
got
not
video
hard.
game numbers.
It's not hard to look it up.
That's what we doing right now.
I'm gonna look it up. It ain't hard to look it up at all.
I got him right here. I was just looking at Buddy.
But
So,
to answer your question, go ahead, Mike.
I would say as of right now, he got 159 carries, 1,376 yards, 18 touchdowns. He averaging 8.7 yards a carry. Last game he did have 33 against UNLV.
He had like 125 yards.
I just told you.
He had 33 for 128. Yeah.
And the week before he had 31 for 217.
Yeah. But then the week before that, he had 13 for 186. He had 11 for 127, 26 for 259. Come on, bro. Like, bro.
Okay, now let's think about it like this, though. In the grand scheme, in the last 5 years, how many running backs in the country is getting over 18 carries a game?
I don't know.
None, bro.
I mean, Wisconsin feed they backs.
Most of them guys is splitting time with another back. It kind of like NFL, where everybody got a 2 to 3 back system, and they're getting the third back in to get maybe 4 to 5 carries a game. The second back is probably getting 10 to 12 carries a game. The first back is probably getting 16 to 18 carries a game, and everybody else is throwing the ball 100 times after that.
That's cool.
So he also in a situation that fits him too, which is helping him in a Heisman race for damn sure.
Right. I'm saying, like, I don't understand how any of that you said is like hurting his case for the Heisman.
Where it's hurting, I'll put it to you like this: Travis Hunter is on primetime TV more. That's why it's hurting his case. And Travis Hunter, all the plays he got is immaculate. All of them. Like every interception he got is crazy. I don't know how he still finds his way to be wide open in games. He'd be wide open in games. Was that you said what?
I said he'd be ass open.
Yeah, like I don't understand how the best player in the field, on the field is wide open. But he also on the team sharing the spotlight with Shador, in which, in my opinion, he probably one of the best 2 quarterbacks in the country outside of old boy Cam from Miami. You know what I'm saying? So, like, and you got to throw him in there. How can you not throw him? He got to be top 3.
I can't.
My top 2 right now is Cam Ward and Travis.
For the Heisman?
Yeah.
Yes. Old boy gonna finish. Old boy gonna finish third. If you think somebody from Boise State winning a Heisman, you either on dope or dog food.
Bro, he on pace to have like 3K, bro.
Man, that means nothing though, Mike.
3,000 yards rushing, bro.
Bro,
if he run for 3,000, you gotta give him a Heisman, bro. 3,000, you have like 40 tugs, bro. You gotta give it to him, bro.
Like what John said, he's not on TV enough. No, he's not. He hasn't even now. When you think about it, he going crazy. Like he's definitely going crazy, but he hasn't had one of those it moments yet on national TV.
He probably won't. He's in Boise, Idaho. Like, it ain't
I'm trying to tell you, Cam Waters had 2.
That's cool, but that's like okay. Lamar won that motherfucker. He ain't had no crazy TV time like that.
Louisville was on TV way more than Boise, bro.
I'm saying they was on TV more than Boise, but he wasn't on them like Travis and them in.
Come on, bro. You tripping.
I'm just saying, like
and don't get it twisted. Like I think he's gonna be in the running. I think he's gonna be one of the 5 that's, you know what I'm saying, taking the trip. But they take the top 5 or top 4, right?
Well, it depends on how close
it depends on the voting. It's gonna be 3 to 5.
Yeah. So he gonna be one of the ones that get how they say fluid out. He gonna get fluid out. However,
and then we still got time.
I think this race is really down to 2 people when it comes to Travis Hunter. If he can stay healthy, and Colorado can continue to win, you know what I'm saying, with them being 6-2, they got a good chance, I think, to run the table. Do I think some teams could get in the way? Yes, because you just never know when it comes to Colorado.
Who you think will stop them?
The Oklahoma State game at the end of the season is gonna be a big game for them. They actually
Oklahoma State can test them.
Yeah, they actually benefiting that because they play Utah again this year. Utah got them last year. Utah Utah down bad this year without their quarterback.
But Utah's not a bad team. All right. Texas Tech is 5-3. They not bad. Kansas.
Well, Texas Tech just lost. Texas Tech just lost to TCU on some.
I get out. Listen, it's a matchup thing too, though. Because just think about like Kansas just played Kansas State close and should have won. If the quarterback don't fumble, then what? Kansas State is next snap. If the quarterback don't fumble there with 140 or 150 to go in the game, and Kansas State goes down and kicks a field goal, pretty much icing on the cake. Now they got, like I said, Oklahoma State. And I don't see Oklahoma State really giving them no problem. The game I see giving them problem is Utah.
And it's in Boulder. That Oklahoma State is in Boulder.
I'm gonna ask y'all something. I'm gonna ask both of y'all something. Have any of y'all watched Oklahoma State play this year?
Yeah.
Y'all know they got damn near one of the. If it wasn't for the running back and Boise just getting them crazy, Oklahoma State got damn near the best running back in the nation, and he goes crazy.
He cool. I ain't gonna say he the best in the nation. He cool.
Mike.
He ain't pulling away from nobody, man. He cool.
Ain't watched him. He balled. He's been balling.
I have watched him.
Oh.
Isn't he? I can't say what I want to say, but
you can say what you want to say.
I can't. I can't say that.
Okay. Well, we just
I can't say that. Is he Caucasian?
No, Mike. He's like me.
I thought he was Caucasian.
No, man. He like me.
Huh?
How did you come up with that?
He looked Caucasian to me. I was just like, okay. I thought he was really good to be Caucasian, but if he one of us, he cool. Like,
pull up his profile pic. You will see.
Yeah, let me see.
His
name like Bubba or something? What's his name?
I'm gonna look him up myself.
His name is Charlie Gordon, man.
Man, that boy don't look nothing like boy, what are you talking about?
That's why I said I know Mike.
Man, you own one,
Mike ain't seen them, man.
We finna move. We finna move
for like 1,500 yards last year, man.
All right, this what I need from y'all. We got right at about 13 minutes left, a little bit under 13 minutes left in the show. College football playoffs is moved to 12 teams. So I want y'all to give me y'all 12.
Oh no, you talking about 0. I ain't talking about this dude. This ain't dude I'm talking about. Well, go ahead,
that's evident. Give me y'all 12 teams y'all think gonna make the college football playoffs. And it don't gotta be no 1 to 12. Just give me the 12 teams you think.
I got Georgia in. I got Oregon in. I got Ohio State in. I got Miami in. I got Clemson in. That's 6 right there, right?
Mm-hmm.
I got Kansas State in. I think they're gonna come out the Big 12.
Ooh, you finna validate one of my peoples, man. Oh my God, I hate to see it. Go ahead and finish. That's 7.
7. One that I got in. Texas A&M, man. Texas A&M playing ball right now.
That's 8.
Penn State will make the playoffs.
That's 9.
3 more. And they all gotta be they're gonna be at large teams. I see the SEC getting like damn near 4 or 5 teams in the playoffs, honestly. So then in that case, you'll have like somebody like a LSU who having a good season, even though they lost yesterday.
How many is he at?
LSU dropped 8 spots.
I feel like you named 6 teams already.
Well, y'all got to think about this too. LSU, hold up. LSU still got Alabama next week. If they get a 3rd loss, it's a wrap. They still got Florida, who is more than capable enough with the dual threat quarterback, with the 2 quarterback system of getting knocked. Vanderbilt, who's playing real good football. All right. And they still got to play Oklahoma. So I think LSU got the toughest road. I don't see it. I don't see it.
Bama still got a good chance, but Bama can't lose another game.
Right, Bama on the outside looking in.
Bama ain't getting in. Bama not getting in.
Tell me the top 10 teams out the AP right now.
The top 10 teams in the country on the AP poll are Oregon at 1, Georgia at 2, Penn State at 3, Ohio State at 4, Miami at 5, Texas at 6,
I forgot
Texas at
Texas.
7, Notre Dame at 8, BYU at 9, and Texas A&M at 10. You left off BYU. You said you see Kansas State coming out. I don't know how, because BYU knocked Kansas State already early this year.
Well, actually,
an old-fashioned whooping.
Notre Dame gonna get in because they even though they had that tough loss early in the season, another Illinois, but they pretty much gonna look like they're gonna win out.
Yeah,
so they're gonna get at large.
They got like Notre Dame got Florida State left, Virginia left, Army left, and USC. Now the Army and the USC game could make them scratch their head for sure. I think Army gonna make them scratch their head more than you think. I'm telling you, it ain't gonna be like they just played Navy when Navy had 4-5 turnovers early in the game to set Notre Dame up, and then playing USC, you know what that is. It's national spotlight.
It's a rivalry game, but man, I don't think USC is like that's one coach who everybody has praised.
Lincoln Riley,
he has all the resources, and USC is ass, bro. USC is a bad football team. Like they ass.
Hey man.
So I think Notre Dame gonna get in for sure. I don't know the last one. Who you got?
Well, you got Iowa State, you got Clemson, you got Indiana. Indiana 8-0.
I already said Clemson will get in. The ACC gonna get both of their teams in. Clemson and Miami gonna make the playoffs.
Okay. All right. Well, I mean, think about what Indiana got left. They got Michigan State, they got Michigan, they got Ohio State and Purdue. Purdue stinks. I think Ohio State gonna get them their first real scrape. I think they're gonna beat Michigan and Michigan State. Yeah. I think Indiana is gonna finish the season out at they probably gonna finish the season out at 11-1.
They quarterback hurt though.
But they're gonna have to play in the Big Ten championship, man.
Yep. If they get in the Big Ten championship at 11-1, they getting 2 teams in. The 2 teams that make the championship getting in.
Yep.
So I think that's what I'm saying. I think so. I got Oregon going. I got Georgia going. I got Penn State and Ohio State going.
Okay.
So I think them the 2 from the Big Ten. I got Miami going. I think Texas get in, even though I think they're going to get another loss. They definitely got another loss coming. Maybe even 2. But I still got Texas in. I think Tennessee going to be out. I think Notre Dame going to make it. I got BYU making it. I agree with Texas A&M. I think Clemson is not going to make it. I think they're going to be out.
Just to go back to what you said about Tennessee, though, look at their schedule, what they got left. They got Kentucky, Mississippi State, Georgia, UTEP, and Vanderbilt. They got a very high chance to make
it. They losing to Georgia, so they're gonna have 2.
But they ranked number 7 in the country right now.
That's cool. They're gonna be 6-2 with a loss to Georgia, and then that loss to Georgia gonna come at a bad time. It's gonna drop them out that mud. I don't think they stay in with a loss to Georgia. But then,
give me your rest.
So I don't know. Maybe a 2-loss Tennessee team would, because it's 12. I could put with 2 losses they in. So leave Tennessee in. 2 losses they in. I think Clemson is gonna be out.
Mike, I don't mean to cut you off. When you say you think Clemson gonna be out, who else you got Clemson losing to? Because I don't think Clemson losing a regular season game is another game is in the regular season. Clemson or Miami.
They'll be in
Clemson played Virginia Tech. They got Louisville, who was good enough to beat them. You got Virginia Tech, who was not a bad football team, just got out to an ugly start. They got Pitt, who was ranked 18th, who playing very, very good football
and
right
Pitt
now.
7-0. Pitt is gonna beat
Pitt playing ball.
I got Pitt in.
Now they do got a trap game in the last game of the season against South Carolina.
Yeah, it's rivalry game too.
I got Pitt in though. I think Pitt play.
You got Pitt getting into the
college.
You got Pitt making the team.
Yeah, making the 12.
Oh wow!
I think Pitt gonna be in the ACC championship.
You
That means you saying Pitt versus Miami.
The ACC getting 3 teams?
I got Pitt and Miami in the ACC.
You think the ACC getting 3 teams?
Clemson not getting in?
ACC not getting 3 teams.
Clemson not getting in. It's gonna be Miami and
ACC
Pitt.
title game gonna get in.
It's gonna be Miami and Pitt.
I can't see that one.
And I got Boise. Boise gonna get in there. How many am I at? I got Boise getting in there. I got Pitt. And then low key, I ain't gonna lie. A 2-loss Alabama, you gotta put them in. You have to.
2-loss Alabama, they getting in.
You have to.
Now the crazy part about them getting in is that if they get in, they're gonna get in at 11 or 12 seed, and that's gonna rain on somebody's parade.
That's cool, but a 2-loss Bama.
Somebody parade.
As long as Bama don't lose again, they in. And Boise, they at 15 right now. If they finish 11-1, they in. Like you can't, they gotta be in.
All right, man. Wrapping this college football up. We got a few minutes left. We got to talk about the hot start for the Lakers. LeBron James, a killer night. Killer James went off last night. And a little bit about Bronny. Hey, got to talk a little bit about Bronny. What y'all think about the start? They 3-0. They look like they're playing some really, really good, sound basketball. A lot of people was mad and upset about JJ Redick getting the head coaching job. A lot of people was mad about that. But when you know X's and O's in that game there, and you probably ain't afraid to say what needs to be said to Bron in some of those heated moments.
Lakers
what y'all think about the Lakers? What the Lakers future look like in y'all life?
Lakers in 6.
In my opinion, the Lakers only gonna go as far as Anthony Davis take them. Anthony Davis is looking like he's finally ready to step up and be that guy on that team, and not happen to be Brown, even though Brown went off yesterday. But the Lakers gonna go as far as Anthony Davis take them, in my opinion.
Lakers in 6, baby. I ain't, bruh. I'm gonna agree with Duke. Anthony Davis is the if he own, it ain't just gonna get out the way, bro. Like it ain't nothing you could do, bro. If he own, it's a wrap. Like and then you still gotta account for it.
What's y'all thoughts on Bronny and opening night? You get a chance to check in midway through the second. The crowd goes crazy. You got Ken Griffey Jr., Ken Griffey Sr., you know what I'm saying, sitting courtside right there, you know what I'm saying, eating it all up. Like, what's y'all take on that?
I thought that was dope. History. I love it.
Man, it was something we've seen it with Ken Griffey Sr. and Jr. playing together. But man, it was dope. Like I don't think it's something we probably will never see again. So I mean, it was dope as hell. Not sending Bronny down to the G League.
Now, I was at the bar, man, and I was arguing with people because they was like, man, he not getting in the game today. Ain't no way he getting in the game. This a travesty. Man, it's stupid, man. Like, how he getting the opportunity? First of all, let's stop with how he's getting the opportunity. Stop the man. Nepotism runs the world.
LeBron
James. On top of that, it makes good business sense. If anybody that knows business, that knows marketing, that knows what the advertising ads are going to look like with Bronny, how many commercials you think coming up soon, even more with Bronny and his dad in a commercial together?
What? It's going to be all
like
type
it's
of
big
shit.
business. It's must-see TV.
About to
And they in LA.
So
like that. You just gotta make it make sense. You know what I'm saying? Like,
and my thing is, I don't see how anybody could say that he wasn't gonna get in the game. When they released a statement the day before the game, it said they're gonna get it out the way early. They literally told you he was gonna get in the game early.
they told you he was going to play. Point blank period. Like, how dumb could you be? Hey, but look, with that being said, man, I got to wrap this up. I want to thank everybody for tuning in tonight to the late night show with John Alva. I want to thank, you know what I'm saying, my special guests and Mike Gerdine and Jamon Dukes. Hey, I got to make sure y'all tune each and every week. We appreciate you. See you next Sunday night, people.